Where the danger is where the fun is in life. And if we avoid danger, we enjoy we miss out on the fun. When you really think about it, if there's a bit of danger involved, it's more exciting. But if all we do is play it safe the whole time, we basically live pretty boring lives. So I teach life be in it, not life be out of it. When we play it too safe, we're not in life anymore. Because fear has you not say, not do, and not go. And if we serve fear, well, that's what happens. And you get a choice. You can either serve fear or not serve fear.
Okay. It's going to be
On
hard
the
for me
outlet.
to practice that, I think.
Where are you at the moment? They look like cots or
It's a
double bunk.
dorm
It's a dormitory. Where at?
in the UK, in a
Ah,
Buddhist temple, actually, or center.
is that right?
So basically, well, how do I explain? Just kind of, I'm not really dealing with the maturity. Like I've only recently discovered you, and I kind of I realized that I'm really immature. So I kind of ran away from facing the problems in my own flat or my own place. And so, like, like video games, addictions, and all this kind of stuff I'll just be consumed by all day. I just ran away to this place instead of facing those things. Yeah,
So you're just getting away from a video game addiction.
yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's a terrible addiction because it's life be out of it. It's very entertaining, but it's highly addictive. And it takes up your whole life. And before you know it, you've got old and you haven't done anything in the real world. You've just played games. And you go, wow, I have wasted a lot of life, man.
mm.
I tell you a story about this. There's a game called Doom. I don't know if you're familiar with it. And I got it on
Yeah,
I got it on a PlayStation probably 30 years ago. And I got addicted to it, and I'd want to play it all the time. And when I wasn't playing it, it was playing in my head. And so I rang up a thing called 𝐬𝐞𝐥𝐟 where you can sell things. And I put it in there while pretending to myself I wasn't selling it. And that was the only way I could get away from it, was to get someone to come and buy it and take it off me.
yeah. It's similar for me. It's like I have to put on these hard restrictions. And actually, I have another question. Maybe I could bring it up. It's like if the mind says like that you have no choice. So, for example, you say to yourself, "I will not. I will commit to this thing, and I will give myself no choice." But then the mind can say, "Actually, have no control." What would you say?
That's the addicted part of the mind. And if you believe the addicted part of the mind, it'll tell you all sorts of bullshit, because that's what the addicted part of the mind does to get what it wants. It's not straight. It's not honest with you. It'll tell you lies to get what it wants. You know that. You know how the addiction works. Yeah.
Yeah,
The best thing you could probably do is get rid of the place you do gaming on. Is it a computer or a phone? What is it?
it's a computer, but in fact, if you actually go to cities now, you can go and play video games in the cities. They have like computer rooms, and you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
play
yeah.
there.
You can do that here too. But it's like, if you've got an addiction, mate, the only way to give it up is to give it up. There is no other way. There is no other way. And you've got to move out of temptation, which means you've got to remove the instrument, at least for a while. Like, I had to sell my PlayStation, otherwise I wouldn't have given it up, because the little creep that was living in my head would say, "Oh, just one more game. It won't hurt." Bullshit. you know, it lies to you. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only way to
Yeah.
give up is to give up, and that means being quite strict with yourself. Discipline's required. And being in a Buddhist monastery might help.
Does somewhat, but not. It doesn't solve all the problems, though.
No, well, it's not there to solve problems, but it takes you away from one of your problems, which is your addiction to video games. Because really, when you look at it, that's life be out of it, you know? Because you're not in real life, you're on a screen.
Okay, I don't quite understand.
Do you have a girlfriend? Or,
No.
okay, that's another way to get out of it, because women can be very demanding. Or, you know, there's lots of different things you can distract yourself with. And you actually have to find those things. And you have to want to get away from the addiction more than you want it. If you work out how it's ruining your life, that's not bad. That's a good start. Because, you know, you're young, but you're wasting your years. You're wasting your years in a computer, you know? What about getting out there and living in reality, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it really lowers your consciousness really a lot.
Yeah.
And it stays for a while. You have to spend a lot of time getting rid of it.
That's right, it
Getting
does.
out of the,
Yep. I wish you the very, very best, but you're the only one that can help you. Nobody else can. Only you can apply the discipline to do something other than play video games. And please don't pick another addiction.
I'm cautious of other ones coming along. Very cautious.
Yeah, very cautious.
Mm.
Is there anything else, Chris?
Other than just saying that I think you're a very good master. And I'm happy I found you.
You're very welcome, Chris. You're very, very welcome, mate. You know, I was an addictions counsellor for 6 years, so I have a fair bit of knowledge on how addictions work. And I had to deal with my own addictions. And I trained as an addictions counsellor with the Drug and Alcohol Authority in West Australia. And it was a very unrewarding job because people fail and they fail and they fail, you know. Only you can supply the discipline. Only you can make the difference. Nobody can really help you but you. But one of the ways to get out of addiction is look at the price. What's it costing you? And that type of addiction is actually costing you your life because you're not living, you're existing in a dream world of gaming. Sad.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
28. You're way too young to be playing gaming. You wait till you. I'm 70 and I should be playing gaming, but I can't be bothered. I really can't. I love life. There's so many people to play with.
Yeah.
Ha. Yeah, get yourself into a relationship. That'll absorb you. Doesn't matter. And as far as maturity is concerned, it's not necessarily immature to be addicted to gaming because it's an addiction. Because you did mention immaturity. It's not necessarily immature to be addicted to something. It's an addiction. The mind can get addicted to all sorts of things. Alcohol, drugs, gaming, gambling, pornography, you name it. And the only way to break free from any addiction is that you break free. You give it up. Nobody can help you. Only you can. But really, man, you're 28 years old. Live life. Don't spend it in a screen.
Yep.
I'm glad you escaped to a Buddhist monastery. At least you got a break from it.